Hello, and welcome to the Let's Talk About It Dad Sports Podcast, episode 17. You know what? I don't even think I turned my microphone on. Let's try that again. You got yours on still?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready? Hello, and welcome to the Let's Talk About It Dad Sports Podcast, episode 17. I'm Patrick, and I have my co-host with me.
Killian.
Wow, nice introduction. What day is it today?
2.
Not quite. What day is it? I meant more so like what day, like
Christmas Eve.
There we go. It's Christmas Eve. We'll call this our Christmas special. How's that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we are excited to talk all things sports with you today. Be sure to like and subscribe to our podcast on your podcast listening medium of choice. Be sure to share us with your friends and family. And remember, we have an email. Be sure to send us an email. And honestly,
why do we have an email?
some people can send us emails, and honestly, I guess we can ignore them because I didn't look at our email at all this week. That's my bad. Oops, my bad. So yes, send us an email. I will start to get to them. I promise. The email is letstalksportscjpj@gmail.com. Send us an email with your questions, your comments, your banter, and anything and everything sports. Sound good?
Okay.
All right.
Let's go in.
All right, so we're going to jump into our picks. We've got a lot of picks today. I've got all sorts of sports for us to talk about. And we're going to start with college football.
Yes, this one, I loved it.
Yeah, so you actually, Killian, went 5-1 on your picks from last week, bringing you to 49-28 on the season.
Hey, Dad, that's versus score being Harding.
That's right. So
42-21.
That's right. So Ferris State on Saturday played in the Division II National Championship game, and they beat Harding 42-21. Well done, Killian.
And then what's that top number?
This one up here?
Mm-hmm.
That's your picking record. So you have 49 wins or correct picks and 28 incorrect picks or losing picks. That's really good. That's a really good record.
Close.
I don't know. You're kind of kicking.
But I'm going 5-1.
5-1 is really good. Yeah. So Ferris State wins back-to-back national titles. I would say that they're probably the best football team in Michigan. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
And this is their 4th national championship in 5 years. Ferris had 363 yards rushing and 4 rushing touchdowns. And actually, Ferris has gone on a 30-game win streak dating back to the start of the 2024 season.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So go Dogs.
Yeah, let's
Win
go
the national
Dogs.
title. Very cool, huh?
Where's the semifinals in Texas?
Well, the finals was in Texas. This was the national championship. The semifinal, Ferris had at their home field. I don't know why they do it in Texas, but they probably like to choose a warm weather spot for the teams to play. Don't you think?
Yeah, I liked my game it was Ferris against the Toledo Rockets.
Yeah.
And they're winning 7-0.
Were they really?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, very cool. All right, you ready to talk about our next?
And it's really cold.
Yeah. Oh, is it really cold at that stadium?
Yeah. They're at Toledo Stadium.
Okay, very cool.
It's really cold.
Yeah, very cold in Toledo Stadium.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely.
And snowy, too.
And snowy, too. Yeah, that's sometimes fun to play in, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to recap your 6 picks. This was your first one. Ferris State got the win. That was one of your 5 correct picks. Do you want to talk about the next one?
42-21.
That's right.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
his next one.
All right, next was the Myrtle Beach Bowl. You had picked Western Michigan over Kennesaw State, and Western Michigan, the Broncos dominated. What was the score?
41-6.
41-6, and Western Michigan finishes off their season 10-4 with a bowl win to go with their MAC championship. Western Michigan.
That's crazy.
They had 27 points in the first quarter, 27 out of their 41 in the first quarter, and the Broncos were hot out of the gate and never looked back. They had over 300 yards rushing and 2 defensive touchdowns, 2 reception touchdowns, and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Wow, they were smoking them.
Yeah, so Kennesaw State did finish the season 10-4 as well, and they did win their conference championship. But man, that had to be a bummer to lose 41-6 in a bowl game, huh?
Yeah, it's too bad for the Owls.
Too bad for the Owls.
Yeah, I don't like the Owls.
Yeah, we weren't a big fan of them, were we?
Mm-hmm.
We like those Broncos, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Western Michigan.
All right.
Third game.
Your third game was the first game in the college football playoff round 1. And just a reminder to everyone, we do still have our Bowl Pick Mania pool on ESPN. I'll put the link in the show notes. It's still not too late to join, although we're about 12 games into the Bowl Picks.
Whoa, look at this. Look at this game.
Yeah. So right now,
Oklahoma lost. That's the score. What's the score?
Right there?
34-24.
That's right. Alabama erased a 17-point deficit at the end of the first half and gets the win 34-24 in their rematch against the Sooners. Zabian Brown had a pick 6 to end the first half, and Latzir Brooks had 2 touchdown receptions from Ty Smith. Alabama gets the big win. How'd you feel about that? Ty Simpson. How'd you feel about the big win?
I like it.
Yeah? You were a bit nervous at the start of this game, weren't you? Because they were down
Mm-hmm.
17-0 fast, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they turned it around and got the win. Alabama is going to face the number 1 Indiana Hoosiers on New Year's Day in the Rose Bowl. That's who they're going to face next.
Who's our fourth game?
All right, your fourth game was the college football playoff round 1.
Yes.
The second round playoff game was a low-scoring and windy affair with a combined field goal stat of 2 out of 6 field goals between 3 kickers. So the kickers did not do very well in this game. But really, both teams struggled to get points. The score was 0-0 after the first half between Texas A&M and the Miami Hurricanes. And the first touchdown was scored by Malachi Toney with 1:44 left to go in the game, which did seal the win and the upset for the Hurricanes, who are now
the score?
Who won 10-3. That's the score.
10-3.
Yeah. So this was your one loss. You had picked Texas A&M to beat Miami, and Miami got the win 10-3. Mark Fletcher for Miami had 17 touches and 172 yards rushing. He really ran. This guy right here. He ran a ton of yards. So Miami is going to face Ohio State on New Year's Eve in the Cotton Bowl. How'd you feel about Texas A&M losing to Miami?
Not well.
Not well. Yeah. All right. Next one?
Yep.
All right. Next up, I put these two kind of combined together. The next 2 college football playoff games were both blowouts. Ole Miss beat Tulane
41-10.
Yeah, led by Trinidad Chambliss, who, again, transferred from Ferris State, had 282 passing yards, a passing touchdown, and 2 rushing touchdowns on 36 yards. Ole Miss, their offense was too much for Tulane, although their defense did give up over 400 yards. They're going to face SEC rival Georgia in the Sugar Bowl after beating Tulane. How'd you feel about Ole Miss getting the win? Over Tulane. Yeah, excited.
Yes.
All right. And then next, Oregon. You had picked Oregon to beat James Madison, and Oregon won
51-34.
to 51-34, led by Dante Moore, who had over 300 yards passing and 4 touchdown passes.
Wow.
They will face the Texas Tech Red Raiders in the Orange Bowl after beating James Madison.
Ooh, they'll get spread with orange juice.
Spread with orange juice? Well, maybe. All right, so you went 5-1. I've got 4 picks for you in today's episode
Got
for
it.
college football. Sound good?
I want to start with Ferris State because they're in the playoffs.
Well, their season's over, right? Because they won the national championship. So now they're done. They can rest up and have a good off season and get ready for next year to win their third national title in a row. Okay? So we're not
Okay.
going to talk about Ferris, but we are going to, well, we did talk about Ferris. We're just not going to do a pick for Ferris. I've got 4 college football games that are coming up.
Ole Miss.
Well, these are ones coming up this weekend. We will save the Ole Miss and Oregon and the other college football playoff games for next episode. Sound good? So, first up, I've got the Central Michigan University Chippewas, who are 7-5, facing the 6-6 Northwestern Wildcats in the Game Above Sports Bowl, which is at Ford Field in Detroit at 1 o'clock on the 26th. Who do you got in this game? Northwestern or Central?
Central Chippewas.
The Chippewas. Okay. Do you know what they say to their
No.
fans? Say to cheer up.
No.
They say, "Fire up, Chips."
Fire up, Chips.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So you got the Central Michigan Chippewas to win in Detroit against the Northwestern Wildcats. Sounds good. Next up, we've got the New Mexico Lobos, who are 9-3. Facing off.
I don't like that logo.
You don't like that logo? Yeah.
No, it's
They're
too scary.
Too scary? Ooh, is that Lobo scary?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a Lobo is like a wolf. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they face the Minnesota Golden Gophers, who are 7-5 in the Rate Bowl at 4:30 on the 26th. New Mexico is looking to continue their 6-game win streak, while the Gophers hope to get their 8th win of the season. Who do you like in this one? Minnesota. All right. Next up is a team I know that you like. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions, who are 6-6.
Which is our hometown team.
Not really our hometown team. Against the Clemson Tigers, who are 7-5. They face off in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, which is at Yankee Stadium. It's a baseball field. Do you see that? They're going to play football on a baseball field. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So they play at noon on the 27th. Penn State's coming off a 3-game win streak, and Clemson is coming off a 4-game win streak. Who do you like in this one? Both teams really had an underwhelming year. Both of these teams were projected to be a college football playoff team, and now they're 6-6 and 7-5. Who do you like to win in this game?
Penn State.
Penn State. All right, go Nittany Lions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and last but not least, we've got our first ranked teams facing off against each other. We have the number 22 Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, who are 9-3, against the number 12 BYU Cougars, who are 11-2. You're gonna pick BYU?
Mm-hmm.
They're playing at 3:30 on the 27th in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Both teams are hoping to finish the season strong after losses. You got BYU?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. Anything else that you want to talk about in regards to college football? Are you ready to move on to the NFL?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's talk about those Chiefs.
Let's talk about those Chiefs. We will talk about those Chiefs. Let's start with the Lions, though. Unfortunately, Killian.
This was bad.
Yeah, you went 1-2 on your 3 picks from last week, bringing your total to 32, 39-1 on the season. The Steelers beat the Lions 29-24 at Ford Field with a bit of controversy at the end of the game with an offensive pass interference called. Lions still have a chance to make the playoffs, but it's going to be a big uphill battle. Right? What did I tell you earlier today? How are the Lions going to get in the playoffs?
By the Packers.
They need, so they got to win both their games, and they need the Packers to lose both of their games. So it's going to be tough. So the Steelers moved to 9-6 with a chance to win their division as the Ravens lost to the Patriots. So we'll do those picks coming up here in a second. Do you want to talk about the Chiefs?
Uh-huh.
All right. Unfortunately, the Chiefs lost to the Titans 26-9. The Titans get their 3rd win of the season. Cam Ward had 228 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Remember how we mentioned Gardner Minshew was going to be the starting quarterback for the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes out with an ACL injury?
Mm-hmm.
Gardner also left this game with a potential ACL injury. Man, these NFL players got to start getting stronger ACLs, don't they?
Who was the quarterback for the rest of the game?
I don't know. They put somebody their 3rd string quarterback in. That's tough, isn't it?
I thought they only had 2 quarterbacks.
Usually you have 3, just in case. And they might have to call somebody else up, too. They're like the Colts, who lost all three of their quarterbacks and had to bring Phillip Rivers out of retirement to play for them. Crazy, huh? So it was a bummer that the Chiefs lost. Hopefully they can get a win in their next 2 games. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up was the third game. This is the one that you got correct. The 49ers beat the Colts in a high-scoring game.
Well,
What was the score?
49-27.
Try again. What's that number?
48-27.
There you go. 48-27, led by Brock Purdy, who had 5.
Brock Purdy?
Yeah, that's the quarterback's name, Brock Purdy.
I've never heard of that name before.
So he had 5 touchdown passes to 4 different receivers and almost 300 yards passing. As I mentioned, Phillip Rivers, coming out of retirement for his second game for the Colts, threw for 277 yards and 2 touchdown passes. The 49ers have secured a playoff spot before the start of the game, and the Colts have a lot of work to do if they're going to keep their playoff hopes alive, too.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a 7-game losing streak. Yikes.
That's bad for them.
Yeah. All right, so I've got 7 games for you to pick in the NFL this week.
This is going to be a lot of games.
Yep.
Almost 8.
Almost 8. Just one shy of 8. But I picked these 7 because they all have teams that are still trying to get a playoff spot. There's only 2 weeks left to go in the season. All right, so week 17, we're going to start with the Lions. They travel to Minnesota, 8-7 Lions, to face the 7-8 Vikings on Christmas Day at 4:30 p.m. What a Christmas Day gift, huh? I think I'm going to take all your gifts back because you get to watch the Lions and the Chiefs on Christmas Day. What do you think?
I can still open my gifts.
You want to keep your gifts. What are you hoping for this Christmas?
For the Lions to win and the Chiefs to win.
Okay, that's pretty good. But what kind of toy or gift are you hoping that you get this year?
A outside toy tractor.
Outside toy tractor to go with your outside toy excavator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So the Vikings are coming off a win over the Giants. They beat them 16-13, but they lost their starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, to a hairline fracture in his hand. As I mentioned, or as you mentioned really earlier, the Lions need to win both remaining games, and they need the Packers to lose their remaining games to make the playoffs. Who do you got in this one on Christmas Day, the Lions or the Vikings?
I'm going to kick off with the Lions.
The Lions, all right.
Jerry Goff.
With Jared Goff, that's right.
I said Jerry Goff.
Jerry, is that his nickname that you gave him?
Uh-huh.
I like it. That's a pretty cool nickname. All right, next up, we've got the Houston Texans. Who are 10-5. They travel to Los Angeles to face the Chargers, who are 11-4, as a win ensures a wild card spot for the Texans. This game's on Saturday, December 27th. Who do you got between the Texans and the Chargers?
Texans.
Texans, okay. They're going to get their playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were mentioning to me earlier, too, you had a prediction of who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, the Chargers and the Eagles.
Chargers and the Eagles? That's who you're thinking is going to make the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, because they're both in the playoffs.
Because they're both in the playoffs, that's true. Who do you think you would root for in that game between the Chargers and the Eagles?
I want nobody, but I still want the Chargers.
You'd still pick the Chargers, even though you don't really actually want them to win?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't like the Eagles even more, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. So you heard it here first. There's a Super Bowl prediction.
Wait.
Yeah, what, bud?
Tie.
Oh, you want this to be a tie? Oh, in the Super Bowl? Unfortunately, I don't think there could be a tie in the Super Bowl. There'd have to be something like crazy would happen for it to be a tie.
Yeah, maybe 32-32.
32-32. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for our next pick?
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one has implications for the Lions, too. As we mentioned, the Green Bay Packers, if they need to lose both games for the Lions to have a shot to make the playoffs, Baltimore, the Ravens, who are also trying to get a playoff spot, they're trying to win their division. They are 7-8. They travel to Lambeau Field to face the 9-5-1 Packers at 8 p.m. on Saturday the 27th. The Packers are hoping to secure their playoff spot. All they need is a win, and the Ravens need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Who do you got in this one, the Packers or the Ravens?
Ravens.
Let's go Ravens. That's right. Good call, Killian. All right, next up is the Ravens' division rival, who have to face a division rival of their own. The 9-6 Steelers travel to Cleveland to face the Browns, who are 3-12, in hope of securing their division title and a playoff spot on Sunday, the 28th at 1 p.m. Who do you got between the Steelers and the Browns?
Browns.
Going for the Browns. All right. And then another AFC team hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive are the Colts, who host the division-winning Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday at 1 p.m.
Who beat the Chiefs?
Beat the Chiefs. That's right. Who do you got between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Okay, go Colts. And I got two more picks for you, okay? Last but not least, we have the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Carolina Panthers, who are fighting for the NFC South title. The Bucks are on a 3-game losing streak, or Buccaneers, dropping their last one to their division rivals, the Panthers. Tampa Bay travels to Miami to face the Dolphins. Who do you got in that one?
I like to swim, so Dolphins.
Oh, he likes to swim, so he's picking the Dolphins. Ah, wow. I'm kind of surprised by that pick, but that will basically almost guarantee that the Panthers will get a playoff spot. But the Panthers have a tough matchup as they host the Seattle Seahawks. Who do you like in that game?
Panthers.
Going for the Panthers. So you think the Panthers are going to make the playoffs, beating the Seattle Seahawks, with the Buccaneers losing to the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Very good. Do you have anything else to talk about in regards to the NFL?
Is this our last game?
This was our last 2 games to pick from. I think we'll move to the NHL next.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Ski,
All right. So let's go.
to skate.
Let's go Lions, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next
Here we
up,
are.
we got the NHL. So last week, you went you went 2-4 on your picks, bringing your season record to 25-38. First up, you had the Red Wings to win over the Capitals, and they got the win.
5-2.
That's right, 5-2 goals from Dylan Larkin, from Leonard, from Soderblom, Van Riemsdyk, and Seider, and a 24-save win by Gibson led the Red Wings to a win over the Capitals.
And then, what was their next win against the Capitals?
That's right. The very next day, so that game was on Saturday. The very next day on Sunday, they followed up with another win over the Capitals.
3-2.
3-2 in overtime, with Mo Seider getting the game winner in OT with under a minute to go. Pretty exciting.
Wow.
Yeah. And so now the Red Wings are on top of the division and 2 points behind the conference-leading Hurricanes. So they're doing really well this season. And actually, they got a win last night over the Dallas Stars, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
4-3 in overtime.
Yep, 4-3 in overtime.
Yeah, Dylan Larkin had 2 goals in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're on a
Dylan Larkin, 2 goals.
Yep, so they're on a 3-game win streak now, going into the holiday. Next up, the Wings travel to Carolina to face the Hurricanes on Saturday, December 27th at 7 p.m. Who do you got in that game?
Red Wings.
Red Wings. Let's go. All right, I've got 3 other picks for you in the NHL to go and see how you do, okay? So next up is the Battle of Ontario. Do you know what Ontario is?
Nope.
It's a province in Canada. In Canada, they have these things called provinces. They're like big states, like we're in the state of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada, they're called provinces.
Okay.
And so these are 2 teams that are in Ontario. What teams do you see?
Ottawa and Toronto.
Ottawa and Toronto. So the Senators are traveling to Toronto to face the Maple Leafs. The Leafs are sitting last in their division. You like that, don't you? And they're on
I like it.
They're on a 3-game losing streak, while the Senators are hot on a 4-game win streak. Who do you think wins this one between Ottawa and Toronto?
Ottawa.
Ottawa, of course. You don't like those Toronto Maple Leafs, do you?
No, I don't like the Leafs.
All right, next up is another rivalry. It's the Battle of the Sunshine State. Do you know what state's the Sunshine State? Well, take a
Mm-mm.
look at these teams and take a guess. Yeah.
As lightning sound.
That is a lightning sound. Yeah.
And-
Is that a cougar or a panther sound?
Mhm.
All right. So they're in Florida. That's the Sunshine State.
Okay.
So the Lightning are traveling to Sunrise, Florida, to face off against the Panthers. The Lightning are 2 points behind the Red Wings in the Atlantic Division.
Oh, that's not where.
Yeah, where the Panthers are sitting in the middle of the standings. They're kind of having an off season this year, but they've had a lot of injuries. Who do you got between the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning? You gotta speak up so people.
Florida Panthers.
Oh, all right. All right. Next up is another rivalry game. I picked all rivalry games. Sound good?
Okay.
Next is the Battle of Alberta, which is
Alberta.
another province in Canada between the
Oilers.
Oilers and the Flames. So the Edmonton Oilers are traveling to the Saddle Dome. Take a look at that arena. It looks like the saddle you put on the back of a horse.
Mhm.
Isn't that cool? Did you know that
Mhm.
Calgary is like the home of like professional bull riding
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
cows and cattle in Canada?
Mhm.
So they face the Calgary Flames. Calgary is on a 2-game win streak, but have really struggled so far this season. The Oilers are starting to find their way and hope to beat their rivals. Who do you got between the Oilers and the Flames?
Flamos.
Going for the Flamos or the Flames. Very good. Okay, that's all I got for you for NHL this week. Anything else you want to talk about?
Now let's go college hockey.
All right, first, how about let's do some college basketball, and then I got some college hockey
Okay.
for you. Okay,
I
ready?
hope Michigan State we can play with.
Yep. So we're going to do a quick recap of how you did last week. I think you only picked this game last week in college basketball. We saw the Oakland Golden Grizzlies tip off against the Michigan State Spartans at Little Caesars Arena. OU kept it close in the first half with only a 3-point deficit, but the Spartans held strong, winning 79-70, led by Cohen Carr, who had a career high 22 points. You had picked the Spartans, so you got that one right.
Yeah, you won the Grizzlies, but you did not win that game.
No, they kept it close. They had a
Mhm.
good game, but they just couldn't quite get over the hump, could they?
Mm-mm.
All right. So OU now travels to face conference rivals Wright State Raiders on Monday, December 29th at 7 p.m., hoping to stay undefeated in the Horizon League after they beat Purdue Fort Wayne and Northern Kentucky. Oakland hopes to go 3-0 and stay on top of the conference. Do you think Golden Grizzlies are going to beat the Raiders?
Go Grizzlies.
Go Grizzlies. All right. And then I've got our hometown teams. We've got number 9, Michigan State, host the 6-5 Cornell Big Red on Monday, December 29th at 7 p.m. Yeah, their mascot's a bear, but their nickname's the Big Red. Maybe he's a big red bear.
Mm-hmm.
So they play at the Breslin Center on Monday, the 29th, while the number 2 University of Michigan Wolverines host the 10-2 McNeese Cowboys the same night at the Chrysler Center.
The Chrysler Center.
Who do you got between Michigan State and Cornell?
Michigan State.
All right, and who do you got, Michigan or McNeese?
Michigan.
Michigan. All right, so hopefully we can get a clean sweep from our hometown teams this weekend or on Monday. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You ready for some college hockey?
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun weekend for college hockey. So number 3, Michigan State is going to face off against the Ferris State Bulldogs in round 1 of a 4-team tournament called the Great Lakes Invitational at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids at 7 p.m. on Sunday, December 28th. Who do you got between Michigan State and Ferris State?
Michigan State.
Going for Michigan State. All right. So the winner.
Uncle Mike's not going to be happy about that pick.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah. I think he's going to the game with one of his friends.
Carson?
Maybe. I think so. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, Carson loves Ferris, so.
Well, I think he loves Michigan State because he goes to Michigan State.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it.
Yeah. All right. So the winner of that game is going to face off against the winner of Michigan Tech, the Huskies, who play the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Who do you like in that game between Michigan Tech and Miami?
I like red, so I'm going with the M logo.
All right. So you're going with Miami of Ohio over Michigan Tech. Sounds good. All right.
What's your next pick?
So the next is another 14 tournament, kind of like the Great Lakes Invitational. It's hosted by Wisconsin in Milwaukee. The number 2 Wisconsin Badgers are going to face off against the Lake Superior State Lakers, which is a school up in the UP of Michigan, on Sunday, December 28th. Who do you like between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Lake Superior State Lakers?
Wisconsin.
Going for Wisconsin. All right, I like it. And the winner of that game will play the winner of the number 13 Boston College Eagles, who face off against the number 7 Western Michigan Broncos. Who do you like in that one?
Broncos.
Go Broncos. All right, very cool. So who do you think is going to win between all 4 of these teams, Michigan State, Ferris State, Michigan Tech, Miami of Ohio, to win the Great Lakes Invitational Trophy?
I want Michigan State to win it.
All right, so Michigan State's going to win the GLI. And then who's going to win in this team or group of 4? Wisconsin, Lake Superior State, Boston College, or Western Michigan in their 14 tournament?
Let's do Wisconsin.
You're going to go for Wisconsin?
Yeah, win that next trophy.
Very good. Sounds good. Awesome. Well, that's some exciting college hockey for next weekend or this upcoming weekend. One thing that we haven't talked about for a little while is English Premier League. Would you like to talk about some English Premier League? All right. So I apologize. I don't have any pictures on this right on this slide, but on the next one I will. But I want to give everybody a recap because it's been a little while since we've talked about the Premier League. And since we're going into the Christmas season, I thought we'd give an update. Right now, Arsenal is at the top of the table on 39 points, 2 clear of Man City with 37 points. Aston Villa are in 3rd on 36 points, and they're on a 7-game Premier League win streak. I think West Ham was one of the teams that they beat in that win streak. West Ham, speaking of West Ham, they're currently sitting in 18th, which is in the relegation zone on 13 points, 5 points behind safety, while Burnley sit in 19th with 11 points, and the Wolverhampton Wanderers sit last on 2 points. They still have not won yet this year. Ouch. So, first up on Boxing Day, Manchester United, who is 7th, is going to host Newcastle, who's sitting in 11th at 3 p.m. Who do you like between these 2 teams, Manchester United or Newcastle?
Manchester.
Manchester United, okay, because they're red. All right, next up.
And some yellow like the Chiefs.
Yeah, and some yellow like the Chiefs, you're right. They have the same exact color as the Chiefs. Do you know what Boxing Day is? So Boxing Day is the 26th of December.
Okay.
And I think they call it that because that's when, after Christmas, you box up all the things that you didn't actually want and you take it back to the store. And get the things that you actually wanted. Okay. On the 27th, West Ham hosts London rival Fulham, who's sitting in 13th at 10 a.m. Who do you like between West Ham and Fulham? West Ham. All right.
I call them the Westies.
You call them the Westies? I like that nickname. That's kind of fun.
Or the Hammers.
Or the Hammers, yeah. What about the Hammies?
The Hammies.
Is that too silly?
Like ham.
Like ham, yeah.
Like a big chunk of ham.
Like a big chunk of ham? Yeah. Is that silly? All right. Next up, we've got Arsenal, again, who are at the top of the table, host Brighton, who's sitting in 9th place right now. Who do you like between Arsenal and Brighton?
Arsenal.
And then last but not least, we've got Liverpool, who's sitting in 5th right now. They've really had some struggles this year, and they're starting to find their way back. They're hosting the winless Wolverhampton Wanderers, Who do you like in this game between Liverpool and Wolverhampton?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
With fire.
I think we have some listeners who really like that pick. They're big fans of Liverpool. All right, so that's the Premier League update that I thought we could give before the holiday season. Sound good?
Okay.
Now, what are you most excited for Christmas this year?
My gifts.
Your gifts? Okay. Are you excited for all the parties that we have to go to?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That
excited
starts
about-
tonight, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the listeners?
Go Chiefs, go Spartans, go Grizzlies, go Western.
All right. Well, let's say thanks for everyone who listens. Again, be sure to like and subscribe and share us with your friends and family so then that way we can have more people listen and share their expertise on sports with us. Again, feel free to send us an email at letstalksportscjpj@gmail.com. Like and subscribe. And again, we hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you again next week before the new year of 2026. We got some more picks to do next week, don't we? All right. Anything else you'd like to say? All right. Have a good one, folks. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll talk to you next week after another
Happy soccer.
exciting weekend of sports.